So basically, this woman here, this girl here goes and she was like fucking involved with minors and grooming and shit. And she pulls out the ukulele.
This is crazy. I don't know how to start this. This is crazy. This is the worst apology video of all time, and it dropped today. And I don't know how you gain the title of worst apology video on YouTube after the decade-long saga of apology videos that we have had. But this is it. This is the one. Don't believe me? Let's just watch the first 15 seconds together. Starts out normal enough.
Okay.
Big sigh. Okay. What are you going to do with that?
Hey.
Okay, dude. This is great!
I'm gonna be honest. I heard about this, and I assumed that, like, she played it at, like, the end of the video, or, like, in the middle of the video whenever she was getting nervous, kind of like a fidget spinner situation, and I was like, oh, well, you know, it is what it is. But, like, fuck, man, this is way worse than what I had expected. Like, what the fuck? She opens up with the fucking song. It's like she's starting my stream. It's like playing an intro song. What the fuck?
Easy. She brought out a ukulele in an apology video. And if you don't know, this is Colleen Vlogs, aka Colleen Ballinger, somebody you might recognize as the face of Miranda Sings, a very old but viral YouTube channel that was popular for, well, this type of content.
Today I'm so excited for my video because I'm reacting to TikToks, not to be confused with TikToks, which
Generally content catered towards a younger audience with a...
The people watch that? It said it had 58 million views. So, like, it's got to be, like... I mean, she's obviously acting like a nutball on purpose, right? Yeah, have 58 million views. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so, like, that's fine, right? I mean, kids are dumb as hell. Yeah, I mean, it's a persona. Who cares? All right, whatever. It's not for me.
Which, again, there's no problem with that. Making content for kids is literally why YouTube exists.
But the problem is that whenever you make content for kids and then after that, that's the problem. That's why we're here.
Did not watch YouTube, the website would die in 5 years. So I got no problem with that at all. However, Colleen was under some accusations lately and decided to make an apology video responding to it, which was more of a 10-minute, somewhat rehearsed, somewhat improv song. I'm just going to show you a few highlights of the apology video, and then we're going to get into why the apology video was made in the first place. So let's just take a look at, again, some of the highlights here. I'll just let it play.
I never had any bad intentions. But I do feel like shit.
I don't know why, like, okay, so here's the thing. Like, everybody is seeing, like, why don't you just go back and watch, like, 15 different apology videos and then just, like, think about, okay, which ones went well, which ones didn't go well. Figure out why that is, and then you do your apology video. Rather than just, like, going out and just, like, saying some random ass shit. Bro, watch the full thing. I don't know if I can. I'm pretty sure if I watch the full thing, I will cringe out of existence.
It's so hard to look at her, like trying to talk earnestly.
Yeah.
While she also lines up her fingers on the fret.
gossip train, jogging down the tracks, misinformation.
She's a crazy bitch. Oh my God, she totally did it. Oh, absolutely. I don't know what she did, but she did it, bro. You know. Oh. Like, that dude, nobody fucking does that is not unhinged. You just look at him.
Toxic gossip train.
Oh my God.
Got a one-way ticket to manipulation.
station.
You know what's so fucking funny to me about this? Is the fact that she had like this crazy persona on like the reacting to TikTok videos. And like, how many times is it that like somebody that has a persona of being a psycho turns out to actually just be a psycho? Everybody's like, oh, it's just a persona. It's just for fun. And then at a certain point, people stop laughing. God damn. Not unhinged. The hinges never existed. Yeah, exactly. Holy fuck, man.
As you can tell from the chorus, the biggest.
Is this the worst YouTube apology video of all time? Maybe. I think this could be it. Which one is worse? It's in the top 3 for sure. Yeah. No, you're right. Logan Paul. No, the Logan Paul one was good. I actually think the Logan Paul one was so good.
Part of this apology video is saying that all these accusations are overblown and that she doesn't deserve them and it's ruining her life and she feels like shit because of all of them.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite parts is when she goes to reach for the camera to end the song and presumably end the video. And then while she reaches out, she's inspired for one final encore.
I love how she looks to the side. Oh, that's so good. This is it. I think this is the worst one. Yeah. I think this is the worst. You know what? Yeah, this is the worst one.
Actually, you know, I feel like maybe I should let you guys know something.
This is crazy. This video's crazy.
It's like
it's like, what would happen like if you're like married and your wife cheats on you and you call her out on it and she pulls out a ukulele? What would happen like if the cops arrest you and they're like, well, actually I know, because like as soon as you reach for the ukulele they shoot you. I mean, it's not actually really a hypothetical, but yeah, like god damn, man, this is what the fuck is this?
Confused about something. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
This is ridiculous.
This should be a more structured mogul mail where we talk about like why this is happening and the impact this has and maybe what your takeaway should be about it.
There's no takeaway for it at all. There's no impact of this at all. Like there's no like bro, here's the thing. Like what the fuck? Like everybody knows that it's bad. Like we don't need to sit around and circle jerk about how fucking being a creep is bad. We know this. Everybody fucking knows this. You know what's nuts about it, though? Look, dude, somebody brought this up in chat. 21,000 people like this video. So the majority of her community might support her. Look at that. Majority of her community accepts her apology. I've got to see the video.
I don't know what else to say, man. It's crazy. She has a ukulele.
Let me try to help. Sometimes people make a mistake and it doesn't make them a horrible person.
Well, I don't know about that. Like if your mistake is like blowing up a school, I feel like that would be that's kind of bad, right? I mean, like I don't know, like if your mistake is like grooming kids, like that's pretty bad. I mean, and it's like, as far as I understand about this is mistake with an S at the end, right? It's not like this is the first time this has happened. Yeah, these are mistakes.
Sings this for about a minute straight. That's not an exaggeration. I'm going to skip ahead.
Thank you.
Make mistakes simply because they made a mistake. Simply because they made a mistakes. Simply because they made a mistake. And that mistake doesn't make them a terrible human. It just makes them a human.
And the end of the apology has to be my favorite outro you could possibly do. I do think there is one...
This is so fucking insane. Oh my god. Oh my God.
Positive takeaway. Everybody should end every apology video like this.
Okay, what is it?
What do I know? Fuck me, right?
Well, that's the whole problem, though. That's what got you into this thing in the first place. No, the opposite. Please, more of the opposite.
I'm sorry. This is the worst. This is the worst mogul mail I've ever done. That's the apology video. It's going viral right now. It just came out a couple of hours ago. Because
It's
of
a
the
creepy ass
absurdity.
frame. Every frame of that video is a creepy ass frame. Let's be real.
Of it, and people who do not know the situation at all are now being drawn to find out what the fuck happened for that video to have been made.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what I did. It's a bit of a Streisand effect where more people are going to find out what happened and why people are mad at Colleen, aka Miranda Sings, because of her very, very bad apology video.
That's the thing, right? Is like there are a lot of cases where the Shaggy approach, it wasn't me, never talk about it, never admit it, never really even deny it, completely ignore it, gaslight anybody who brings it up, fucking just totally ignore it. It works. And I don't know why these people can't do that. And I do know why, actually. Do you know why they can't do it? It's their fucking ego. Their ego can't handle the fact that maybe they took an L. So they said, hold up, wait a minute, let's take this lowercase L and let's capitalize it. And that's what it is. Narcissism, yes.
And I did all the work for you. So let's take a look. And before we jump in, it is. Look, this is we're being a piece of shit right now, you and me. Can we agree on that? We're being a little piece of shit where we're diving into a little drama dump of the day to find out what the fuck this crazy video is about, and then we're gonna move on. So let's not pretend like we actually care, right? We don't actually care.
Well, I think that most people, Ludwig is right. However, like most people can generally agree, like we don't want. We prefer if this wasn't the case, right? I think that this is actually one of the only situations where I think that some people actually do give a shit about this stuff.
About the situation and the people impacted. Maybe we will for like an hour and we'll feel good and be like, yeah, fuck Colleen. And then we're going to move on as if this was never a part of our lives. Because
who gives a fuck about her? That's why. That's not my problem. That's between her and YouTube. I ain't going to watch her. Just look at her. She looks fucking nuts.
So understand that. Keep that context in the back of your mind, and let's not get overly attached or attack people because we didn't give a shit before this, and we won't give a shit tomorrow. Just being real. Let's just be real. This is all this is. This is little sweet.
And it's also, you got to keep in mind that it's always. This is the court of public opinion, and you can't be sure someone is guilty. But look. One time I got selected for jury duty, and there was like a box at the end, and it said, anything else you'd like to contribute? And I said that they should pick me because I can just look at somebody and I know they're guilty. I don't need to hear the evidence. I just look at them, I tell you if they're guilty or not. I never got called.
Of drama. So what was this whole apology video about, and why did Colleen need to whip out the ukulele?
Just look at him.
The accusations were about grooming. Grooming is the core of what we're talking about.
Why is it that crazy people always look crazy? Isn't that nuts? It's like, you know what it reminds me of? It's like, you know them frogs and shit in the Amazon rainforest, and they're like bright pink and green and fucking like aqua blue, and they're like sparkles and shit on them, and like if you lick them, it'll like kill you in like 0.1 seconds. It's like a fucking evolutionary thing.
Here today, the grooming accusations were so severe that sponsors dropped Colleen because of them. And it started not just a few weeks ago, but a few years ago, when a YouTuber called Adam McIntyre made a video about Colleen. And at the time, Adam was about 16 years old, I think. And for reference, Adam was a huge fan of Colleen. He even made a video celebrating Colleen that's basically a 22-minute long tribute to her in her content.
How nice.
However, that changed a year later after
Adam, that's not as nice.
Ended up meeting Colleen, talking with Colleen, and having a working relationship with her. Now, bear in mind, at this time, Colleen is a 33-year-old woman, and Adam is a 16-year-old kid. And Adam, huge fan, saw that Miranda Sings was kind of falling off, and reached out to Colleen with some ideas to spice up the social media and start getting everybody who's a fan of Miranda back involved and get Miranda in the limelight again. And those ideas were pretty good. Good enough that Colleen was like, hey, you can be a social media intern. And Adam's like, cool, I am social media intern. And she's like, here's my Twitter login. You can tweet whatever you want. And Adam's like, cool, I will tweet whatever I want. And that's what Adam did. To pretty good success. There was a lot more traffic, a lot more people were engaging, and the fans were a lot happier. With the exception of one tweet that had some controversy. The tweet was something that was maybe like queer baiting, that people were like, hey, Colleen, you're not gay, you can't do this, and weren't very happy with.
I don't know.
And Colleen got like a little nervous, was like, hey, Adam, this is stressing me out a little bit, and then got more nervous, and eventually deleted every single tweet that Adam posted, and basically said, hey, Adam, you gotta go.
It's like, if you have somebody else, though, like, this is just like, that's why you don't have other people run your fucking Twitter, man. Like, if you're an organization or whatever, it makes sense. But, like, as an individual.
Adam's like, okay, this.
Some guy in my chat is like, dude, I had sex when I was 13. My girlfriend was 19. Who asked? This video's not about you. Who are you talking to? Like, I don't even want to talk about, like, is there morality of that or not? I just don't, like, who the fuck are you talking to? Just stop it. Like, what's your best case scenario whenever you type that in chat?
This was all kind of weird. This is kind of a weird situation. And Adam made a video about it, and in addition talked about some other weird things that Colleen, a 33-year-old woman, did, talking to like a bunch of teens, which included being in a group chat with a bunch of teenagers, which we'll get to in a moment. But that was the core.
I don't think that there's anything fundamentally sus or weird about interacting with people that are young whenever you're in your 30s. It's not weird, but it's like it can be. It definitely can be. Yeah, just don't be sexual. Like I feel like, and I see this a lot, it's like whenever a person interacts with a younger person, people always perceive it with like some groomer lens. But no, actually most of the time, like whenever I was a kid, I was in a guild, everybody else was way older than me, and it was fine. I got along great, and I learned a lot from the older guys, right? Same as I went to the card shop, and I was like 14, 13, 15. These guys are like in their 30s or 40s, and we got along great. Everything was totally fucking fine. So I hate whenever people make really like sweeping judgments like that, because I think that's good for some kids, right? Especially, knowing how to fucking act if they don't have like parents around or whatever. I was lucky I did, but other people don't. It's fine. But the problem is the creepy shit. The creepy shit is the issue. And it's also there's the gender gap too. It's like somebody's doing, like a guy is doing it with other guys. It's like, yeah, it can be a gay dude. But like the gender gap makes it a lot more weird too. For sure.
And Colleen replied to this, made her own video that kind of was like, hey, yeah, I fucked up. I got a little anxious. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. It was kind of my bad. And took enough accountability that it seems like people were on Colleen's side. They were okay with the mistakes she made, and they were okay to move on from. And although the general public might have been okay with what Colleen did and accepted her accountability, it did create a group of people that do not fuck with Colleen at all. And that created this hate subreddit called Colleen Ballinger Snark. And I had to Google Snark even though I'm an English major. But the idea of it is hey, we are going to accrue all of the bad shit that Colleen did and get it in one easy accessible way and just find what
Child exploiter. I love how child exploiter alert is a flare on the Reddit. Like, that's like just a category. This isn't like a one-off. This is just a category.
Shit is out there because she sucks. And that's the general idea of this subreddit. And this, in conjunction with Adam McIntyre, who 3 years later has made a couple very long-form videos and exposés about Colleen, led to the shitstorm over the past 3 weeks. And
Jesus, bro. Like, what the fuck?
shitstorm resulted in sponsors dropping her and these grooming allegations going quite viral compared to how they were 3 years ago. First one's a clip of Colleen performing as Miranda sings in front of an audience. She was like a touring artist. And at one of these shows, she asked this 16-year-old to go on stage and asked her to get into like a weird yoga position.
That's not...
Spread her legs and then played a fart sound effect. And the girl who was in this video was like, hey, this wasn't cool. This made me feel fucking weird and shit. I was 16. I didn't know this was going to happen. I thought I was going to come on stage for fun hangouts, and instead this was really embarrassing, and I didn't like it.
What the fuck, man? Like, oh, fuck. That's just weird, man. That's just fucking weird, man, bro. That's so weird. Oh.
And then the second part is a group chat. And again, I have read way too much about this, and I'm not proud of this, and I'm not an expert on any of this. I won't even pretend that I am. But I had to understand what the fuck was going on. There is a group chat.
Are you surprised? Yeah, I am. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It is. Yeah. It's weird. Even if it was an adult, it would be fucking weird, man. It would be fucking weird then. It's not even, it's like the age makes it worse. But like, it's just it's
called Colleen's Weenies, which is a group chat of people who are generally teenagers, fans of Miranda Sings, right? This 12 to 16, 17, 18-year-old age. And somehow Colleen ended up in this group chat. But not only ended up in this group chat, would reply in this group chat quite often. And Colleen has admitted to...
Okay, so like, I mean, if she replies in the group chat to the kids, is like... Like, I still, like... What did she say?
Doing this. In her ukulele song, at a certain point, she said, you know, I thought I was more of like that loser auntie who would talk to all of the kids and be like, how's your dating life? As opposed to a creepy 33-year-old woman talking to 14-year-olds about their dating life. And I'm just going to show you some screenshots from Colleen's Weenies. This first one is someone saying, my ass looks so good today, y'all. And that person is 12. And then Colleen said pics and then replied to the person, which is crazy. That's weird. And then she also used the group chat as a place to trauma dump about a divorce she was going through.
I think she's crazy. Like, there are instances where I feel like there are people who are just like an abuser, but I think the abuse is just actually a side effect of her being crazy. It's like, this is just another way that she's crazy. She just seems like she's nuts with everything.
To 14-year-olds. He's lied to everyone.
Why would I cheat when I was working 24 hours a day?
Said I cheated when would I cheat? I was working 24 hours a day.
It's not super bad, but I've got a good feeling there's more than this picture.
I've never heard a soul, but I will kick him in the balls. Ugh. And these people were oftentimes like fighting on her behalf. They were soldiers defending her honor against her evil ex-husband. And you know, it's very possible that she was in a terrible marriage and her husband was a terrible person, but it is weird to call upon 14-year-olds for not only support but also defense.
I mean, I have to say also, like, none of this is even like in the same universe as like the stage video. Like, that was the really bad one. Like, if you had showed me this at first, I would have just been like, maybe she's just a weirdo or something like that, right? But like, wait till you, just wait.
In those times. It goes further, just really weird things to be sharing with kids. There are other scenes and dialogues based on true events in season 2, but you didn't hear it from me, and that's the motherfucking tea. It makes no sense. He tries to get pity for being heartbroken, but you can't be heartbroken over someone you hate.
Dude, it's just like this person is unhinged. This is what I'm saying. They're just nuts. Like, she's explaining all of this to like imagine being 11 years old and like reading this. She's venting to 12-year-olds. Yes.
Is it weird shit? This is all weird. This is all weird. There's a lot more
Husband
screenshots.
Giga Chad?
Just her coming into this group chat where people are talking about like, hey, have you seen New Girl? And then Colleen's like, hi, everyone fucking hates me. My life's fucking shit. My divorce.
Dude, this is what I'm saying, right? She's actually fucking crazy. It's just, that's what it really is, I think. Right? It's manipulation. Yeah, she's just a fucking nutter. Really? Like, I mean, she don't have friends her age? I wonder why. She's manipulating kids? Well, like, what I'm saying is that I think that this person, maybe this is like a hot take, but I don't think that, I think that, yes, obviously this person is dangerous, they shouldn't be around kids, etc. But, like, I'm not even sure if they have the, like, mental awareness to even consciously do that. I think they're just so creepy and weird that it just happens as an outcome of their, just like their brain doing what their brain does. Yeah, lack of mental capacity. Yes. And like, I'm not, and please keep in mind, it doesn't make it any better. I'm just saying, what the fuck? Wait, even the kids had enough? Wait, what?
Divorce is going terribly, and I it blows my mind. For a long time, I've been.
Wait, where's the last one?
And it blows.
I flew over the weekend so much to see him in China. He wouldn't even come to Canada when I was doing my show. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Cause like, I thought it was just like her explaining, like writing one comment. I work in corrections, do as SO's other. I can tell you all, they're all fucking insane. Dude, I think we all know of a very popular situation recently where one individual was put in a very bad situation by a previous individual that they were in a relationship with, and the damage that that can cause to your life and how bad that really is. It is a... Everybody always jokes about crazy girls are hotter in bed, not whenever they're taking your bed in the house with it. These people are the fucking, like, again, I said it before, I'll say it again. It is the medieval, mythological succubus. They literally suck the life out of you until you die. And that is what it is truly like, being in a relationship with somebody who is crazy. That's what it really is.
My mind. For a long time, I've been the parasocial guy. I made a video called I'm Not Your Friend a couple years ago where I talk about the dangers of for viewers.
And you know, the funny thing about that video is, like, you know that people watch it, they're like, well, he's not talking about me, right? Because they're fucking, you know, fucked in the head. I just thought that was funny.
Becoming overly attached to a creator they might like. And it is apparent that people do have very deep parasocial relationships.
Yeah.
And they go way too far, and they go very crazy. Like that dude who burned down a streamer's car the other day. There are people who are going off the deep end. But I didn't talk about something that I think happens a lot as well. That is also a huge problem.
What's that?
Maybe even more prevalent. Creators being obsessive over their viewers.
Nah. Ludwig took this from me. I said this first. Ludwig didn't say it first. I did. Yep. I said it first. He stole my idea. I can't believe it. Remember, I said this back like 2 years ago.
Social with their viewers. I've always been against, like, calling my viewers a certain name, right? Occasionally you have to do it, maybe because you have to have a name for your subs or members or whatever. But, you know, saying shit like I love you to your viewers, responding and being active in group chats with your viewers, it's all kind of weird. And it's a level weirder.
I feel like I've responded to viewers before and I've messaged them before. Sure. You know, it's not a big deal. But, like, and here's the thing. You never responded back. I just did. Yeah, what do you mean? You messaged me last night? No, I didn't. I know I didn't message you last night. Because the difference is, like, with a lot of these people, you ever notice whenever one of these people gets exposed that, like, it's never, like, just one person exposing them? It's like, fucking as soon as they get exposed, there's like 10 other people that immediately start fucking talking about it. Then there's like 10 years of footage of things that people ignored. And then finally people start to believe it. Yeah.
When your viewers
There's a
are
right and a wrong way to
specifically
interact with your
a
fans.
teenage
Exactly.
demographic or maybe a younger demographic, and you are a full-blown adult. I'm a 27-year-old fucking man.
Yeah.
I don't got shit in common with somebody who's a freshman in high school right now. I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
No offense. I hope you live a wonderful life. I hope maybe you can enjoy some of the stuff I make. But let's be real. I'm 27, dude. I'm fucking old, all right?
Just like what I said before with the fucking situation whenever I was like talking to that one dude that was 20 at McDonald's and I was 16. And it just felt like it was a completely different, it was like a completely different thing. It's like totally like awkward because like, you know, you're 20, you're in one situation, you're 16, you're in another. His 27 is old? I mean, fuck. Like, let's not talk about that. How about that? Yeah, I sent you a Twitter DM, bro. You better respond. Bro, I recognize your fucking name. You sent me like 50 fucking DMs. Can you stop sending me random shit? Yeah, I fucking recognize your name. I've seen my message requests, and I saw your fucking name. You think I don't recognize you? You're the one with the fucking moon or like the eclipse as a picture. Am I right? Am I right, Beast? Yep, there you go. You think I didn't see you? You think I didn't recognize you, bro? I remember everybody that messaged me, everybody. Bro, I have a very good memory. Like, you are not going to get me. Think you're going to get one over? Remember that other guy that did the same fucking thing? Don't notice me? I remember a lot of people.
On my way out in this YouTube game. So I have no interest in doing that. And some creators, they do. They like to. And I think it's weird. I think it's kind of weird. And I should have talked that about that a little more in the I'm Not Your Friend. Hey, we are not your friend. Anyway, that's about the
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal. Like it like, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's just an obvious line that if you are a well-adjusted person, you know exactly where the line is and you never cross it. Like, I never think to myself, I never worry about this because I know that I am and I'm not even a very well-adjusted person, but I know what being well-adjusted is. And I never have a problem with any of this shit ever. What the hell? So you're saying Pokimane doesn't know I exist after 300 gifted subs? It's got to be 400, okay?
The entirety of the situation. There's a few more screenshots you can dig into if you so please. Colleen just left the Weenies group chat a few days ago. Colleen's ex-husband also did corroborate a lot of the feelings that some of the people felt, but you know how seriously can you take an ex-husband's word in a situation like this?
I mean, when everything else fits together, it seems like the ex-husband, that's the real winner in this situation, is that dude.
I feel like not very seriously. I do feel like Colleen crossed some boundaries. I would feel weird if I was a parent and I found out my 13-year-old kid was DMing the YouTuber they watched and the YouTuber was trauma dumping about their divorce. And
yeah, it's just that, like, what the fuck?
Saying shit like they were one of the 13-year-olds. You're 33, bro.
Yeah.
Do 33-year-old shit. Anyway, that's it. That's what spawned the ukulele apology video, and that's why everyone's talking about it. And that's your slop for the day. All right, have fun. Go away now. Subscribe. Go away now. Have a good day. All right, see you later.
Go away. All right, I got it. So there's a frustrated woman sharing her divorce details with children, and we need to make a react video on that. Man, let me tell you something. If that was all it was, I would just be like, okay, she's dumb. Like, it's like I think it would just be a collective, like, hey, this is kind of weird, you know? There's a lot more than that, man. She had a lot worse. She was really sexual, too. He rushed the video out. I just, like, honestly, this kind of stuff always... It's like, I usually, like, shit doesn't really usually bother me, but whenever I see, like, these weird, awkward people, it does make me uncomfortable. I hate being around people like that. I really do. Because it's like, you never know what they're gonna do. She sent underwear to a kid. What the fuck, bro? Like... And it's like, each individual thing is, like, really bad, but you could forgive each of these individual things, right? A lapse in judgment, a big mistake, like, yes, fuck you, you're an idiot, but, like, you can move past that. But it's like, everything, man. And that's what it is. Is that a crime? I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, I feel like this is... I think that she's just nuts, man. Like, after seeing this video, I think she's fucking nuts. The victim responded with a ukulele video as well. Oh my god. YouTube is such a fucking circus, man. Can't overlook spreading like 16-year-old girl on the stage for. I'm not saying overlooking it, but what I'm saying is that if there was no other... If this was the only bad decision this person has ever made... Yes, obviously this would be a black mark next to them for the rest of their life, and they would always look bad for it. But, like, I feel like people would probably still watch them. They would just be like, yeah, you're really weird and creepy. But it was just like, it's everything put together. What would happen if she was a man? Listen, I know everybody likes to do the reverse the roles thing, and I agree with you. You're right, but I want you to keep in mind, I am not one of these, like, I believe in equality in a way, but men and women are different. And the way they act in society is different. And to pretend like that's not the case, and that's not the way the world works, you're being fucking delusional. There are things that guys can get away with that girls can't get away with, and the opposite. That's all there is to it. They are way different. Yes. Culture is not equal to men and women. And I know that a lot of guys always like to talk about how, oh, well, you know, if I was a girl, I'd have it made. Listen. I am so glad I am a dude. I am so lucky. It doesn't matter, like, oh, OnlyFans or whatever, like, nah, bro. Like, there is so much other shit. Like, it's so, like, it's like you have periods, you've got these stalkers, you've got all this other weird shit. Like, nah, man. You have to have a kid. Like, oh my god. So, yeah, it's like, again, women do have advantages in life. That's true. Women do get treated softer in society in a lot of cases. That's true. But goddamn, I thank God every day that I was born a man. Just keep that in mind. If you're a girl and you have a crazy ex, you're going to die. There it is. From Chris Rock. That's it. So, yeah. You get forced into situations from your family. I mean, a lot of things, right? So, like, I don't want to get into that fucking equality bullshit. Anyway, yeah, this is just fucking weird, man.